I'm Bobbie Krynicki, and I'm the CEO of Capable Kids.
Bobbie, it's a pleasure to meet you today. Can you tell us what Capable Kids is all about?
Sure. So, Capable Kids, we focus on improving the lives of children and young adults with disabilities in the RGV by implementing sporting programs, social programs, and educating the community and the local government and business owners about the importance of inclusion.
How long has Capable Kids been going?
It was established in 2015.
Was there a great need back then? And was it important that the group was formed? Maybe the Valley lacked such an organization?
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why it was formed. It was started by a group of therapists out of Milestones, a pediatric therapy clinic, because they realized there was a gap in services. A lot of people don't realize that in the Valley we have almost 1.4 million people, but we only have 2,590 nonprofits. Now, that seems like a lot, but when you compare that to San Antonio, who has a similar population, and they have 5 times as many nonprofits. So, all the nonprofits here are amazing, and they're trying to do great things, but there's just not enough of them to do everything that needs to be done. So, Capable Kids was formed to help bridge the gap in some of those services.
Tell us about some of the programs your organization has.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So we have 3 main programs. So we offer CK Sports, which is adaptive like different adaptive sports that are modified for each individual child, like baseball, golf. We do wheelchair volleyball. We just did a surfing clinic where kids with disabilities got to go surfing for the first time. We had a modified surfboard so that children that are normally in a wheelchair actually got to surf, so that was really exciting. So we do a lot of adaptive sports to allow all the kids to participate in any sport they're interested in. We do CK Social, which is where we do adaptive social program to help kids hone their social skills and to make those connections and those friendships. As humans, we crave that, and CK Social allows them to foster friendships, increase confidence, but they do it in a safe environment. So if they misstep or do something that's a little quirky, they're not concerned about somebody ridiculing them. So they get to kind of grow and evolve in a very organic way, but it's safe. And the last program we offer is CK Impact. And in that program, we try to educate the government, the community, businesses about the importance of inclusion and help communities grow and evolve.
How do you interact? How do you get on with the local city governments, county governments, etc.?
Well, we serve all 4 counties. So we serve Cameron, Hidalgo, Starr, and Willacy County. And we're really grateful for the relationships we've developed with the community leaders and the local government. They see the need as much as we do, and so they've been so willing and wonderful partnering with us to create a lot of those inclusive parks, and then also making adaptations so that all of their citizens are able to participate more fully. So we're really grateful for those relationships.
I was going to ask about the special parks that you have, the all-inclusive parks, because perhaps that's where most people learn about your group. There always seems to be good visibility when a city opens a new park. It's
Right.
like a special event. They're so rare.
It is. I mean, if you look at the number of parks all over the Valley for kids, it's amazing. But if you realize the number of parks that are set up so that all children with all abilities are able to actively play together and participate, those are not nearly as common. And so we're grateful that every time any city builds one, we want to support that endeavor. We want to help them do the research and help them do the kickoff so that the community knows that there's another resource available.
Are there any cities you want to give a particular shout out to, or any other partner organizations that deserve a mention?
Well, Hidalgo County has been an amazing partner for us, and so is Cameron County. We're just starting our relationships with Willacy and Starr counties. So we are hoping to be able to develop those as much as we develop the ones with Hidalgo and Cameron. But Hidalgo's been awesome, and Cameron's been great too.
What's the special message you would like to get across to our viewers, to our readers about your group? Any big projects you're working on? Any new features? What's the key message you want to get across today?
Well, I'd like to actually give a big shout out to, we do have a new program that we're hoping to implement within the next year. We're just trying to lock in funding. We're wanting to roll out a new job skills training program for young adults and children with disabilities so that they can move into the workforce. There are a lot of programs out there that are great that are set up to do that, but some kids need additional support, and we want to supplement those programs that are out there. And part of that, we want to work with VR technology. And there's IGT was kind enough to give us a $20,000 grant so that we're able to buy VR technology that we can use to work with children with autism to help them practice responses in a safe virtual reality environment so they can practice how they're going to respond to a real life situation. That can be utilized to help them learn appropriate responses for bullying, but it can also be utilized to help them in job interviews. It can be used to help them understand how to interact with customers, and it can help them kind of bridge that gap so that they can learn different ways to communicate with the world.
So that virtual reality software, the video machines, they're popular with children with disabilities?
It's relatively new, but there's some really great software out there and research has shown, obviously, additional research and time will be spent studying this, but all the current research shows that it's really highly successful, that it's much more difficult to create a real life situation in a not a real life way so that you can work with the kids to teach them appropriate responses. But doing it in a VR, it's real to them. So, they get all the sensory input that they need, so it seems real to them. But there's a coach there that helps them navigate their response to that particular situation in a way that can help them grow and evolve, and so that if they ever do encounter that in a real situation, they'll have the tools they need to deal with that situation. So we're really excited about that, and we're so grateful for IGT for getting us that grant.
And that must be a really new feature here in the Valley. We don't
I have not seen it in the Valley, so we are really excited. IGT was willing to give us the initial money to start that program, and we'll have basically a mobile VR technology lab that we can take to different locations and work with kids all over the 4 counties. So we're really excited about that.
Well, Bobbie, those are all the questions I had. Do you think there's anything I've missed out? Anything else you would like to add about your work?
Yeah. So last year we served almost 5,000 kids. This year we're going to serve between 6,000 and 7,000, and the need is just growing, and nonprofits need your support.
Why is the need growing?
I think as people in the Valley realize that there are more services available, they want their kids to be able to interact, and kids with autism view the world in a completely different way because their sensory processing is different, and unfortunately society's not always set up for that. So I think parents sometimes are afraid for their kids, and when they realize that there's a resource out there that could allow their child to be able to interact and grow and evolve and to be the best they can be, those parents really want to take advantage of it. So I think that's why the need is growing, is because parents are realizing that there's more help out there. So they're trying to get it. Unfortunately, there's so many parents trying to get help, and we don't always have the funds or the staff available to give all the help that's needed.
So if people want to learn more about the organization, Bobbie, phone number, email address?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So you can find us. We actually have a website online, and that's www.ckrgv.org for Capable Kids Rio Grande Valley. And our phone number, if anybody's interested in learning more or supporting Capable Kids and our endeavors, you can reach us at 956-277-1776. We also have a Facebook page called Capable Kids Foundation.
Well, Bobbie, thank you so much. We've learned a lot. Really appreciate you giving us the time today.
Oh, no, thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate you wanting to learn more about Capable Kids.
Thank you.